Hi everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Mel. Just started this exciting new journey into the realm of YouTubing as I begin a new business venture called Sync for Success. But that's not what this channel is all about. It's just one of the elements. First and foremost, I'm a mom. I have 2 children and they're teenagers. And if you can empathize with that, we're on the same page. I'm a wife. I'm a business professional, so I wear a few hats. And I guess Sync for Success, my new business venture, comes from the fact that I've been in the education system for 17 years. And I have a wealth of knowledge and experience in this area that I really want to share with other people. So I've sort of gone in the direction of creating an avenue where I'm going to be developing from scratch with a team of people around me, lots of professionals involved, a community for educators to really help unite us, to skill us, and to give us our own almost environment online that we can utilize in our own profession, because teaching is, oh my goodness, it is so hard. It really is. There's so many things going on. So I'll definitely get into that because I have a lot of experience in that area that I would just love to share with my users. So yeah, this is what this space is going to be used for. Just daily life, real, raw, authentic, not so much entirely edited. I want to keep it as real as possible with you guys. And if you're keen for a journey into all different avenues, in my 17 years of teaching experience, I honestly feel like I have tried so many different positions within the education system that I have a really holistic understanding of education, from babies to, honestly, teenagers, and even beyond that, because I've worked with a lot of prac students over my time. But going back to the very beginning so you can understand where I came from, when I was finishing off my university degree, and we're talking all the way back in, say, 2006, 2007, during that time, I worked in a childcare centre. And so I worked in the nursery and I worked in the toddler room. I even worked with the after school care students and I'd walk them to and from school. And when I finished my education bachelor degree, I took a little bit of time off. I needed a bit of a break, and I'll definitely go into that in another video where I talk about university, because I feel like that's a subject all by itself and it needs its own moment. From when I started my education journey, I was thrown in the deep end. I felt like, honestly, Michelle Pfeiffer out of Dangerous Minds. It was insanely bad. I went home on my first day crying. My first job was at a very difficult school. It really was. But it ended up being, honestly, the best experience. But on the first day, I went home crying. I was in tears. I was like, I cannot do this. This is insane. This is not the schooling that I remember when I was in primary school, even in that short span of time from me getting through high school, university, and going back into the primary school setting. It was so different, and there'd been technology advancements. It was a different setting. It felt different, and it wasn't like I remembered. So it was a bit of a shock, to be honest. But I was also given a grade 7 class, and it was difficult. They honestly played me down to when they had their fruit break, and it was really, really tough. I had kids walking out of the classroom swearing. I had a student put his arm through a window, needed an ambulance. I felt like I saw a lot, but in hindsight, the best experience. Awesome. So starting with a grade 7 class, first year out, and I basically worked my way up through that. So I did contract teaching. I did casual relief teaching. I was a part-time teacher for a few years. I was a full-time teacher for many years. I was a specialist teacher. I've done Japanese lessons. I've done HPE lessons. I feel like I've just done it all. I've worked all the way from prep, which is around 4 to 6 years old, all the way up to grade 7. And again, as I said, I started at a childcare centre. So with all of that, toppled with, I got given a leadership position a few years ago, and it was just magnificent. I had to step back from that for personal reasons, which is why I've dedicated my time right now to building this online community called Sing for Success. My passion is coaching. I've had a lot of prac students over my time, and I just can't wait to share my wealth of knowledge with not only educators, because that's not what this YouTube channel is about, just anyone passionate about education, life, and something that is really raw, real, and authentic. And then I'm here for you. You're going to get a kick out of everything you hear and see on this channel. I can't wait to share all of the other things that I'm going through, have been through, can tell you about. It's going to be exciting. So thank you for coming on this journey. There's so much more to come. I'm going to start the next video by talking about my university degree, because I feel like I kind of need to go back to the start to really get you all to understand how I ended up here at this moment in time, because it does connect back to my university degree. So hopefully that gives you a little bit more of an insight into who I am, why I'm doing this at this point in time. And like I said, I can't wait for you to come along on this exciting journey. I'm going to have so many things happening that I can't wait to share with everyone, and to have an audience of followers that are dedicated to the same things that I'm putting out there, which again are not just education based, they're parenting, family, life, business. There's so many different avenues that I feel like my life has gone so far in my short 40 years. I just can't wait to share. So please stick around, like and subscribe the videos, share the love, and I'm here for you in all ways, shapes and forms, because I've got my voice and I can't wait to share it with you. Bye guys.